Hello, it's Monday, and I'm here to give you a little update on what I accomplished this weekend, which was pretty much, I had a good weekend of production. So my last video, I told you, well, one of the last ones, I told you I decided that I'm going to participate in the laundry basket block of the month for 2026. She said the first month was pretty simple to get us started, but it's going to the rest of the blocks for this year are going to be pretty intense. Well, I decided that instead of just printing them out and collecting them for the year, if they get pretty intense, I'll know if I have them printed out and I already have the whole year, I'll know, oh my God, this is an intense quilt, and I might delay working on it. So I decided, and because it's, I think she's calling it 1776, but it's going to be kind of patriotic. And I think it might have some of the new techniques that I'm doing, well, old techniques, but to me, new techniques with, she said, she had mentioned in her video that she had some laser cut applique pieces available for certain things that were for sale in her shop, but she said that she's going in a new direction, and it sounded to me like she's going maybe back to doing more needle turn, maybe applique and hand piecing stuff is what it kind of sounded like. Maybe you got something different if you heard it, but I kind of got that impression, and maybe she's going to be using some of that technique in the block of the month for this year. So I decided, anyway, listening to all of that and then realizing how my mind works, I decided to just jump in, and I'm going to do it. Now, I might not get all the blocks done for the month, in the month, but they will be, so this might take me longer than a year, but I'm going to do it. And how I'm going to do it is I will assign myself an hour every month. I mean, an hour every week that I can work on the blocks. And that, you know, like I'm doing with my other projects. So if I wanted to continue after I get all my other projects done for their hour, I could continue working on this block, all depending. I might want to work on the UFO challenge for the month with my extra time, so I don't know. But anyway, I did the first month. So January is in the books, and the next one doesn't come out until the 16th. So she's doing these the 16th of every month, with the last month being December 16th. So I am all set till February 16th, and I got my blocks done. So I got 4 blocks done, and these were all from my scraps. So I am very happy. I like this. So she had mentioned making this block here darker because it's going to be in the corners of the quilt like that, I guess. And so she's having it fade darker like that. So anyway, I got that done. So I have my January laundry basket block of the month done, and I am going to be doing that this year. So I have that in my little bag, and then I have a project box that I have made for this. One of my, it's a little bit thicker with a handle. So that's ready to go. 2026 laundry basket block of the month. So I can file that away till next month. Then we also this weekend got the instructions for the Cali Co quilt. We had end corners of blocks that we had cut off. She said save those, and I'll give you a small project at the end of the sew along. And she had said she was going to give us that on the 17th. So she did give us those instructions. However, I didn't follow them because I saw somebody who already did it and posted what they did with the arrangement of the blocks, and I decided to do something similar. So I put that together this weekend. And here that is. I liked the design that it made, and I was able to piece together color families more so for this, and I like it. I really like it. So this is my top for the Cali Co table runner. I added also, she didn't have a border on it, but I decided to add that border on it. And I think I made a binding for it too. Yeah, I made a binding with this with scraps that were from some of the fabrics that were in there from the scraps. So those are the binding colors that are going to be with this. And then I needed a backing, and I thought, you know what, I still have a lot of material left over that was in the bin that I was pulling from for this. So I've used a lot of the scraps to piece together a backing. So this will actually be able to be reversible. This is going to be a reversible table topper. What do you think? So I was just piecing together some of the scraps, and I still have a lot. I have a lot of scraps left from this. This was my background fabric. I still have quite a bit of that left. This is what I'm going to use for the binding on the actual Cali Co block of the month. And then this bag is all scraps. So once I decide that I am done with needing any of the scraps, which I haven't figured out yet, I'll have scrap processing to do. And you can see it's going to be a lot of scrap processing. So that will be 1 week of my agenda. So I got the backing made for this, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to need to sandwich this. And I went and got out my scrap bin of battings and realized that it was so packed. I've just been packing and packing and packing in all the scraps. I have not done Frankenbatting for a couple years. So I decided yesterday was the day to start Frankenbatting. So I Frankenbattinged this this is my sandwich batting for my table runner. So I got that Frankenbattinged, and if you don't know what Frankenbatting is taking your scraps and then you put two scrap pieces together of like sizes, and then you stack them, and then you cut them with your ruler and rotary cutter so that they are completely even, and then you sew them. This is what I do. There's tape you can use, but I really prefer the zigzag method. Then I just zigzag them together, and by having the two edges that have been on top of each other, they're exactly the same, so they fit together wonderfully. So that is Frankenbatting. So I got that Frankenbattinged, and then I still had a lot of batting that needed to be made into bigger pieces, and then I was making pieces that will be able to be used for my quilt as you go. So I got some of them made. Much Frankenbatting. They are various sizes, those blocks, so I have 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I have 5 blocks of Frankenbatting for the Cali Co block of the month. And then I remembered that I had the 3 Lori Holt bags that I still needed to have batting for. So I Frankenbattinged some more for those 3 bags. So this is going to be, this is the front, this is the lining piece, but I made it so that I'll have enough with the Frankenbatting for the fronts of the 3 bags. So I still have small pieces, I still have narrow pieces that could be used for jelly roll rugs that I put in gallon freezer bags. And I have some other smaller pieces that I haven't done anything with yet, but it's organized now. My batting bin now looks much neater and more accessible to finding what I need. So I'm still gonna have to get 5 more blocks of batting. I still have some larger pieces that I haven't even opened up yet that were in my scrap bin. Cutoffs from wall hangings that might be of the size for that. So I'm not sure how much I'll need to cut. I haven't had to cut off my big roll anyway. I've been able to use the scraps. So that's wonderful. So anyway, that's what I did this weekend. And so I just got back from my dental cleaning appointment. I got 100%. Nothing wrong. Everything looks good, which is a blessing since I was hoping not have to have another medical procedure after having the eyes done with the cataracts. So I am free and clear now till July, till I get my next set of x-rays and my next cleaning. Tomorrow's a chiropractor appointment, but that's wonderful. So I get adjusted and I'll feel much better from all this shoveling of snow and stuff. But anyway, that is what I did this weekend. So starting today, I will be back to working on my projects for 1 hour each. So I will update you later in the week as to how all of that is going. And I don't think I'll have any finishes this week. But I'll let you know how everything's going anyway. So let me know what your week looks like. I probably will be doing some snow moving this afternoon also. We did get a few inches overnight. That's the second snowstorm in a week that we got. But it's beautiful. It looks lovely. I understand that the early morning appointments at my dentist's office got canceled, so they had to reschedule. They were rescheduling those when I got there. Anyway, that's been my morning, and my weekend was very productive, and I had a good time. So let me know how you're doing, and I have, oh, you know what? Before I can do any of my projects, I have to clean my sewing machine. Clean and oil my sewing machine, because I haven't even looked in it to see what all that Frankenbatting did. There's going to be a lot of lint in there, so cleaning is the next thing on my list in my sewing room. Cleaning my sewing machine and oiling it, because I could tell by the end of the Frankenbatting, it was going every time the needle went back and forth. It was making a noise, and I was thinking, should I stop now and do something about this? But I was so close to being done, so I didn't. So now I need to really do that. My machine deserves it. It did a good job. All right. Have a great rest of this week and a good Monday, and I will talk to you later.